Have you ever felt exhausted or emotionally drained after interacting with someone? You may be dealing with toxic behavior. In this video, we're going to look at what toxic behavior is, why people exhibit it, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself. Toxic behavior is like poison. It can slowly erode your self-esteem, drain your energy, and leave you feeling emotionally traumatized. It can manifest itself in many different ways, such as manipulation, constant criticism, gaslighting, and emotional abuse. Dr. Ramani Durvasula says, toxic people are masters of manipulation. They will use guilt, shame, and fear to control you. It is important to recognize their tactics and set boundaries. These behaviors are often intentional, designed to control or harm others. Why do people engage in toxic behavior? The reasons can be complex and are often rooted in unresolved personal issues such as deep-seated insecurities, a need for control, or a lack of empathy. Toxicity can also be caused by personality disorders, difficult life experiences, depression, anxiety, illness, hormonal disruptions, overwork, and more. This does not mean that we should absolve the person of responsibility for their actions. Understanding or even empathy does not equal excusing toxicity and not responding to it. It is important to remember that toxic behavior is a choice and the person exhibiting it is responsible for their actions. However, understanding the underlying causes can help us develop more effective coping strategies. So here are 4 rules for self-defense. Set boundaries. The first rule of self-defense is to set clear boundaries. Communicate your needs and expectations to others and don't be afraid to impose them. Self-messages, self-statements can help with this. For example, I feel uncomfortable when you raise your voice at me. That way I don't feel safe. Please lower your tone or I will end the conversation. Remember that you have the right to say no and protect your emotional well-being. Prioritize self-care. Self-care is essential to building resilience. Engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This may include spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, or pursuing your hobbies. Limit controlled stress caused by excess caffeine and lack of sleep. Did you know that caffeine causes our bodies to release adrenaline? Adrenaline stimulates the hit or run response, which is a survival mechanism. Instead of rational thinking, the fight or flight response promotes faster reactions, so you may take a defensive stance and sometimes regret things said in arguments. Sleep is also a huge factor in stress management. It allows you to reset and wake up with a clearer mind. When you don't get enough sleep, it negatively affects your attention, self-control, and memory. When you are well rested, it is easier for you to be creative, positive, and proactive when faced with a toxic person. Limit contact. If possible, limit contact with toxic people. If you must interact with them, make those interactions brief and superficial. Set time limits on your interactions. Let's say a toxic relative comes to visit you. Warn her that you have 30 minutes to meet with her. With colleagues and management, solve work issues on the principle of nothing personal, only work. Block the phone numbers of toxic subscribers or limit access to such friends and social networks. You don't have to drop everything you're doing to respond to their messages right away. Remember, you don't have to explain to anyone why you decided to protect your mental health. Create a support system. Surround yourself with positive, supportive people who encourage and inspire you. There is always someone who wants the best for you and is willing to provide you with resources to get you out of a difficult situation. But don't be ashamed to ask for help when you need it, as talking to a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide valuable insights and emotional support. Remember, you are not responsible for the toxic behavior of others. Your well-being is paramount. By following these 4 rules, you can take control of your life and create healthier relationships. Thanks for watching. Share in the comments what rules you use. If you found these tips helpful, Please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on content that will help you live your best life.